So the guy just got mad. He could have won. I don't know if he knew what he was doing. He could have won there. But there we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do, because tonight we are running hot Rakdos Gobs. This is the ultimate Rakdos Goblin deck. This was running at a hot 80% win rate for a while. We're cooled off at about a 75. This is the one. You may have seen this in pre-release where I did kind of a sample deck for you. This is the final version, and it absolutely rips. Before we get down into it, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So go ahead and join us in this goblin goodness right there. What are we talking about? Well, Rakdos Goblins was already pretty decent. We had a lot of goblin support these last couple of sets. Almost a lot of sets had some. We are just bringing it up a notch with a couple of really banger cards here. All right, I'm going to talk about them in a second. First things first are 1-drops. We need a lot of burn and removal. That's going to be the trick. We want 1-drop removals mostly. I'm going to go with Wreck Hex, specifically because this puts a blight counter on somebody. We actually want to put the counters on goblins. That's going to trigger off Great Goblin right there, okay? So you do want specifically Wreck Hex. That's a good one. I also want Burst Lightning because I want an instant damage speed card right there, because I also want to cast non-creature spells. I threw in a Stab because I was also having a removal issue. You don't have to put a Stab in there. You can do anything that you wanted in here, but a Stab was pretty interesting to do as an instant speed removal, just for a little bit more fun. I felt like I just needed one more kill card a lot of times, and that's what I did. For the 1-drop, we're also going to do the Stadium Headliner, 1 red, 1/1, mobilize 1, and set for 1. Really good aggressive card there, and you can also sacrifice to destroy a creature. It is very useful to sacrifice this card to blow somebody up, especially when you attack, generate, and then you have 5 or 6 creatures out and you can pop somebody for 6 damage. Very useful for Stadium Headliner on the 1-drops. So, cards that we already had. We're going to go with 2 we didn't and 2 we didn't. 3 Hexing Squelchers, I think, is fine. Hexing Squelcher is a fun one because it can't be countered. It's your anti-control card right there. 1 red and 1 2/2 can't be countered. Ward, pay 2 life, and every other spell you control cannot be countered, and other creatures you control have ward, pay 2 life. If people are really touching on your cards, this is going to prevent them. This is a very, very anti-control, anti-meta card right here that goblins were actually gifted with. That is pretty solid. I like it. I don't think we need that many, but 3 of them is good. We also want 4 Boggart Cursecrafter. The 2 strongest cards in this deck are going to be Boggart Cursecrafter, Boggart Mischief, and probably Bullet's Company. Those are going to be your bangers right there. The reason we like this so much is the 2/3 Death Touch for 2, which is really solid stat line right there. 2/3 Death Touch for 2 is good enough, but whenever a goblin you control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Multiple of this down, you will punish people for board wiping you. For killing your creatures and for board wiping you, you combine that with Hexing Squelcher. If they want to kill a goblin, they're going to have to lose 3 life total. It's not easy. It's not a good look. So those are the ones that we have. Now, the ones we added, we're going to go with the Bothersome Noisemaker. This is a goblin playing a tuba. And I mean, you should add it to your deck just based on that alone. Every deck should have a goblin playing a tuba going oomp, 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 oomp. That's what he's doing. He's a goblin bard playing a tuba on a magic card. Whatever he does mechanically, it doesn't get better than that, right? 1 red and 1 2/2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, he amasses 1 goblin. You create a goblin army of 0/0 and you put a 1/1 counter on it, which is going to be super good for putting a 1/1 counter. The fun thing about this is he lets you do this, again, instant spells. He lets you immediately play a goblin army. So if somebody's attacking and they're like, oh, I'm going to get in, you play Stab or you play Burst Lightning or Reckoning Hex, he instantly puts out that army. Boom, it's there. So you're generating tokens each time, and every time that you do, if you have an army out, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger the more non-creature spells that you play. So that is a very tricky and useful card right there that also will trigger Great Goblin as well. Bulg's Company was way better than I thought it was. It overperformed in my estimations. 1 red, 1 black, 2/2. This creature has haste as long as you control another goblin. We almost always control another goblin, so 2/2 haste for 2 is solid. We sacrifice another goblin. We add 2 mana, 1 red and 1 black. The fact that we want to sacrifice goblins, that's the thing. We want to sacrifice them for Boggart Mischief and for Boggart Cursecrafter, so we can have loops in here where we're generating goblins and immediately sacrificing them for more mana. So you could kill something, generate a token, kill the token, put the token out, sacrifice the token, and generate more mana to kill another thing. And all that time, if you have Cursecrafter and Mischief out, they're losing life. That's how dangerous that can go, okay? That's how messed up it can go. Boggs Company is a solid card. It is, if you're gonna invest in Rakdos goblins, it is worth the rares. Boggart Mischief, it is an uncommon card right here, folks, and it is good. 1 black and 2. I know I'm gonna do well if I have Boggart Mischief out. Whenever this enchantment enters, you may blight 1. If you do, create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens. Whenever a goblin creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This is the spell that will prevent people from controlling you, okay? As long as you are putting goblins out, the more they kill, the dangerous it is. You have 2 of these out, or this and a Cursecrafter, it is deadly. I have had people accidentally lose the game because they board wiped and they weren't thinking. They lost 5 life from this and they lost 5 life from that, and it was pretty much lights out at that point. Very, very good. Not only that, you get to blight, and if you blight, you create 2 1/1 red and black goblin tokens, so you're already getting goblin generation for 2 and the additional right there. This is a kin enchantment, by the way, so it counts as a goblin additionally, so really good. It gives you fodder to sacrifice and gain and drain abilities right there. Of course, we're going to do the Howl Squad Heavy. Probably one of my most used cards from Aether Drift, right? 1 red and 2, 2/3, Goblin Mercenary. Start your engines. He starts going fast. Other goblins you control have haste, which is very good. At the beginning of combat, you create a 1/1 goblin creature token. That token is taxed each turn if available. And of course, max speed, you add 1 red for each goblin you control, which lets you really add a lot of mana. The fun thing about this is that he adds a fodder every turn. And as we saw, fodder is a big deal. If we have fodder, we're sacrificing every turn. We're doing that. Not only that, Boggs Company, you put down a fodder, you add 2 mana every turn, so you're basically adding an additional 2 mana on top of that every single turn, because you have a little fodder goblin to sacrifice that you can get extra mana out to cast even more spells, etc., and so forth. So that is really good stuff. Really solid card right there. Accelerates and pushes damage down range. And of course, the great Goblin himself. Black or red, red, black. 1, 3, 2. Whenever you put 1 or more counters on a goblin, orc, or army you control, the Great Goblin deals 2 damage to target opponent. Whenever another goblin, orc, army you control dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next turn. So not only are you benefiting, from having your goblins die because you're getting more cards off the top until the end of your next turn, not this turn, to the end of your next turn, you're getting a basically card draw. Every time that you're going to use the blight mechanic, which is a counter, you're going to put blight counters on stuff. So you have Reckwitting Hex and Boggart Mischief. You're going to get, you're going to do 2 damage to your opponent. You're also going to do it every time that you generate a, whatchamacallit, a army from Bothersome Noisemaker. So you have basically, if you have Bothersome Noisemaker out and you cast an instant or you cast a non-creature spell, you're going to amass. Every time that you amass, you do a Great Goblin for 2. And then if you amass, you can sacrifice. For Boggart, you put a 1/1 counter, that's another 2. And then you generate, and then you drain life. You can see how it starts to spiral out of control. The Goblin army takes over, and you get way down, 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 down to Goblin Town. That is how we do it right there. Again, 75% win rate, climbing to Diamond 1, pushing Mythic on this one. 5 swamps, 7 mountains, Blazemire Verge, 2 Blood Crypts, 4 Blood Crypts altogether. We will do Cavern of Souls and Starting Town as it goes. We'll look at that. You could do the land slightly differently too. You can do lands to taste as always. 26 creatures, all goblins, but bards, nobles, warriors, sorcerers, warlocks, whole army of goblins. 9 instants, 4 enchantments, 22 lands altogether, and 1.1. Again, this is slightly modified from my previous version. I had to bring down the mana a little bit, adjust some of the levels of the creatures, and add a little bit more removal. So if you saw that one, this one's a little bit different. Honestly, this one is better. For the sideboard, of course, we don't mind a Mud Button Curse Tosser. Who out there Mud Button right now? Not a bad one drop and a great sacrifice play. Burnout Brastronaut's not a bad one either for another one drop. Crash Through for trample and card draw. Azog could be fun. Yeah, you can sacrifice and amass your own goblins on this if you wanted to do that. I didn't use him, but he could be fun. Shredder's Technique for a enchantment destruction. Withering Curse for a sweeper. By the way, if you have a lot of goblins out and you have like Curse Crafter and Boggart Mischief, you can sweep your own board to blow up your opponent. Like, you can just do that. If you have 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 or however many goblins out, you can blow up your own board, kill everything that you have, and just let Mischief and Curse Crafter take it from there. And of course, Fearsome Goblin Pair is not terrible either because it does amass 4 when it dies. So it's kind of a creature, even though it's expensive, 1/1 that goes out. If you immediately sacrifice it with Bullock's Company, you get 2 mana back from it, and you get a 4/4 out of it as well. So you could do some real silly stuff with Fearsome Goblin Pair as it goes. So really fun card right there. We're going to take him down to Goblin Town here. Before we do, if you want to see more Hobbit decks, amazing high-tier decks, twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places we go live. You can check us out. Hit that notification bell. Be part of that elite notification squadron if you would like. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there in Discord. We'd love to have you part of the community. Copy this is going to be down below on my AetherHub and my Moxfield. The current version is going to be down there. And of course, as always, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you down in Goblin Town. Like the video, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Here we go. It's Jules. How you doing? Ernest Hola? Stavros, welcome. How you doing? Okay. We'll see if we can't get a little bit more success with these goblins. It didn't get a huge upgrade. There are a few cool new tricks you can do. I will say that. There's couple of new things you can do, and I do want to try to grind with them a little bit because I was having some success. So we'll give it a shot here. Infinite loop? No, I never found an infinite loop. Metal Master. Oh, yeah, I remember you from the comments. I don't even remember what you had asked me, but I know you asked me something. What did you ask me? I don't remember. I'll be honest with you. But I remember your profile picture is Ryuk, and that stuck out to me. So I was like, oh, look, it's Ryuk. I think he asked me something. Ancient Cornucopium. Alright, we'll do this. Boom. Okay. Probably a board wipe, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah, it's slow. That's why. Because it's slow. It's just not necessary. We're getting our triggers off from our mobilize. We don't need Elspeth. It's more than necessary. It's more than is needed, basically. It's the long and short of it. Let's say Goblin. Let's do this. Let's do that. Probably another sweeper, but I'll lose a bunch of life for it. Yeah, eagles are for protection. They're not necessarily for... Eagles are for protection. They're not necessarily to make a bunch of tokens. The fact that it makes a token is nice, in addition to protecting one of your important cards, but you don't need to look at that as the finisher, you know. That's certainly not That's certainly not the finisher of the game, as it were. You know, Withering Curse, boom. We got nothing but fucking kill cards here. Nothing but board wipes. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna do this. Hey, what's up, Terror King? I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's perfectly fine if you want to put fucking Elspeth in there instead of something else. Like, you don't have to follow my... You don't have to follow my whatchamacallit to the letter. It's not necessary. You know, so... Board wipe after board wipe after board wipe. And we need the thing is we need Boggart's Mischief out. We need Boggart's Mischief and the other shit out onto the battlefield before we do anything. It's Ancient Vendetta. What's he gonna grab here? Boggart Mischief. I think it's the one on my can. Try and rack those goblins, yeah. Destroy. This guy literally has only destroy cards. That's the only thing that he brought to the fucking field right now is destroy cards. We're gonna move on because this is ridiculous. It's just fucking nuke stuff. It's just nukes. I think this board, I think literally the only thing he has in this deck is kill cards. I'm genuinely wondering if the only thing that he has in this deck is kill cards. I have a feeling that that may be the case. The only thing that he brought to the table was to remove and exile. He's got these kind of exile, destroy alls, destroy alls, destroy alls. Unholy Annex, okay. Nice. Alright, we drew a mana there, which is not good. Boom. Burdock Core. see what we got. Do that. Bulg. Good game. Okay. He could activate. He could do 4 to activate, but it would still be 5. Unless he's got a fucking kill card. I think he's cooked. I don't know. I don't know what he has here. Hey, what's up, Trax? Balthazar. How you doing, Terror King? I think he might be mad. Yeah, he's mad. Yeah, that'll put you at 0, buddy. The thing about remove everything decks when you have goblins is that goblins are cheap and don't care if they die. Pay 2 live. Alright, we'll start with the stadium headliner. Boom, he's gonna knock it back into my hand probably. This guy looks like he has uncontrollable knockback syndrome. Hey, what's up, True Yellow? He may have. It's Jules. As often to keep it as nothing compared to keep it up, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the dono. Well, that's good to hear, you know, Trax, but also I think you should just quit your job and play Magic instead, so. It's Jules, thank you so much. Ryuk looking good there. Have you considered that? Have you considered just quitting your job and playing Magic all day? It kind of worked for me, you know, so. Okay. We'll try Howl Squad. I'm sure it's going to get counterspelled, but we'll give it a shot anyways. We'll make him pay for it. We'll draw him out, because I got a second one in my hand, so. Okay, deduce. Do you think Thor, Tablet of Ugin, Discovery Ugin is still worth crafting? Trying to figure out what a crafted does. Thor and Tablet are very powerful. Ugin, I think, is a one-trick pony. I don't really like Ugin. Sean Photo. I think Tablet, as much as I hate Tablet, I begrudgingly admit it is a fucking amazing card. Tablet is fucking cracked as shit. But I like Thor. He's probably going to try to Aetherize me here. Into the Flood Maw. Boom. Let's do that again. Okay, so he just didn't have anything. Oh my god, this guy literally showed up as soon as he heard the word Ugin. So I was literally just sitting on my computer like, doo-doo-doo. I'm like, I'm just playing Magic. Alright, he's gonna take a boggart. I was like, alright, I'm just fucking... let's do this. Let's enter his tapped, enter his lobby. Treks and Gobs, Gobs and Treks. Ruthless. Exile a card. Let's get rid of Bog's Company. Honestly, Mischief is low-key kind of better. Alright, we do need a... If he's not going to put down a creature, I don't need Rec Hex. I mean, if that's going to be the case, perfect. To combat, I'm going to have to do this. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Strat bet. Do that. Okay. Boone Sand Rider. Bitter Triumph. Okay. Still no fucking mana here. Fantastic. Love that. He'll probably just activate this. Ruthless Negotiation. That one. Okay. I would love a mana. I'd be really happy with a mana. Tragedy Feaster, not bad. He's got to sacrifice something. Boggart, whatever. Curse Crafter. Okay, if I get a mana, I'm pretty much in. I can pretty much win the game. That's all I need. Deep Cavern Value is gonna fucking kill me, unfortunately. Dude has been ripping my hand. I can take the hit here. Okay, sacrifice. Hey, look, a mana that I don't need anymore. We're gonna do no attacks. Cycling. Gonna go in for one. Very nice. He doesn't have to sacrifice a Tragedy Feaster. Hey, look, it's gonna be all my mana. Lovely. I love that. I love seeing all my mana here. Fuck it. We push in. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Do. Tragedy Feaster number 2. Okay, good stuff. He gave up. That's amazing. Okay. Sure. I thought he had that. Oh, yeah. Way more lucrative. That's another motivator right there. I'm not going to lie. YouTube, you make a way more fucking money on YouTube. And I just like building it more. I like the audience. I like the environment. I like, it's not that I hate Twitch or anything like that, but YouTube is like just, that's like where I'm mostly at. I suppose. I stream on Twitch so I can make YouTube content. I'll put it that way. Into the flood again. Same old trip as was back then. Boop bop, boop 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 bop. Though I made a big mistake. Try to treat it once my way. Am I wrong? Have I gone too far to get home, girl? Am I wrong? Left you here alone. If I could, would you? I feel like I'm gonna get fucking. I feel like I'm gonna get hit with Smaug here. Smaug. Into the flood again. Same old trip was back then. Bop, bop, bop. Though I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Boom, boom. If I don't pull a kill card, I'm gonna lose the game. We're gonna do I have to do this. Pay 2 life. Bothersome noisemaker and a bothersome noisemaker. We need to pull a kill card right now, like immediately, and that's basically will be successful. But his name is Smaug. It's like smug and smog together. Okay, Smaug. Smaug is his name. Smaug. It's a good dragon name. Listen, the guy knew what he was doing. All right, this Tolkien fella. I think this Tolkien fella. He might know what he was doing. This Tolkien guy. Dragon fodder. Good callback to a whatchamacallit. To a goblin card. Smaug. Alright, let's do this. Boom. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Nope, we got nothing here. We got none of our fucking good cards. We can basically do this. Boom. No attacks. Well, if he whiffs on the draw, maybe we got something. I don't know. We could miraculously pull a Boggart Mischief. That would be good. That would be a solid thing to do. But it's really going to depend. He could whiff. He could get hero. My hero Academia is not good. He's going to go in for 2. Three. No, it's fucking mana. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna push. see what he gets. I keep drawing mana here. Can I show deck list? I'll do you one better, man. I'll make a whole video out of it and put the deck list up on that. Yeah, we're cooked. No shot. As a matter of fact, the deck list is... All right, here it goes. There it is. Look at that. Look at it. Is he going to play a removal? Turn 1 removal, Wreck Hex. Is he going to go for it? No, he's just going to hit that mud button. We out here mud button right now, bros. I haven't tried Wizard Staff yet. I'm not nuts about Wizards. Prowess is not super appealing to me, generally speaking, but I will eventually do it. Alright, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He has to pay 2 life. And it hurts him for 1. You should have blighted with the fucking mud button. Okay, there he goes. There he goes. Alright. There, he did it. Alright, got it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get him down. Boom. Howl Squad's gonna get in here and do some work. Basically, Boggart, Boggart Mischief, and Cursecrafter are fucking are like the MVPs of this deck to really ramp up damage. Boom. I'm a little concerned he has 4 mana and 5 cards and not playing anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem there. That's the fucking problem, is if we get to this gain and drain, and for some reason I'm not drawing any of my removals. Alright, that goes. Boom. Might need a couple more kill cards in this. Bulk's Company is good, but maybe we don't do 3. We might cut it down and add 1 more kill. Great Goblin I've barely drawn. Gutter Snipe. Okay. I'm gonna draw mana here. I told you. I said it. I said it, folks. I told you. I said I'm gonna draw fucking mana here. I knew it. I knew that shit was coming. I knew I was gonna flood. Maybe we gotta cut one. Might have to cut one. I mean, listen, every deck is gonna have. It has no mythic rares in it. It's not that heavy on rares. Every deck that's gonna be good is gonna need rares. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be a fucking 100% with you. Any deck that is gonna do well is gonna need rares in it. You're just not gonna get away with that. It doesn't have any mythic rares, but it does have rares. Yeah, I don't think there's any mythics in this. It's kind of middle of the road. Oh man, like that's flood, bros. This flood, bros. This fucking flood, bros. This is terrible. Oh, he got it too. Okay. Yeah, all right. All right, finally. I think we got him. This fucking flood, bro. Look at that. I guess I gotta go down to 22 then, huh? I guess I gotta go down to 22. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, man. Are we kidding here? Are we dead ass right now? Are we so fucking dead ass right now, man? Are we so fucking dead ass right now that we're not even kidding? Are we literally fucking kidding right now? This is insane. All right. I gotta do this shit. Holy shit, bro. Fucking Shuffler trying to get me, man. Trying to fucking get me, bro. Shuffler, hey, bro. Oh, man. Alright, that's not terrible. Cool but rude. Okay. Mako. Iron Shield. Okay. Push. Hey, what's up, Arjun? Hey, Arjun Icon, I ain't seen you in a while, bro. You had to discard 2 cards to get that out, which is good, is what I wanted. I wanted to tax him a bit. He'll probably do this. He's got to leave blockers because I'm going so fucking wide on him here. He's gonna debate. Hey, what's up, Horror MTG? How you doing, man? Alright, we have that lightning bolt ready to go, so we just need 1 damage to get through here, really. Thank you for the 10 gold coins! Yeah, he's gonna do that. Hobgoblin. Draw a card. Sorry, Bob. Oh no, he's got me. He can discard. Yeah, he can discard. He can just discard. Or he can't. Yeah, I needed a little bit more removal there, unfortunately. All right, really, what does the work is the boggart and the boggart. These two boggarts is what puts the fucking money in. Why are you stuck at 75 XP? Because you got to chat, and also gifting gives you more XP. Now, you're under no obligation to gift. I'm going to get that perfectly clear. But the reason that Jules is number 1 is he gifted 10, so... Honestly, to be perfectly honest, I don't know why people they go up and down in XP. Horror Story has 82 because he gifted, yeah, so. So the guy he just got mad. He could have won. I don't know if he knew what he was doing. He could have won there. But there we go. He got it up. I don't know why he spiked the ball at the last minute there. He knew he was pretty cooked. That I trapped him in pretty good there. He knew he was kind of cookeroni, so that's why he did that. I think he just knew he was dead. Hey, what's up, Voided Gear? Unfortunately, we have nothing to... We have nothing to put down. I don't think I'll put down this, just because it's there. Okay. He spent a lot of burn cards just getting rid of fucking... Oh, it's Jeskai Revelations. How interesting. It was a Jeskai Revelations all along, folks. How fascinating. How fascinating. Death to our enemies. Of course, he has the Abrade. Naturally, why wouldn't he have the fucking kill card there? Okay, very nice. 140 years. Noisemaker. Can we pull this fucking back here? That's the question. Very nice. Okay. Can we claw this back? Tablet of Discovery. Very nice. Stock up. Prowess. Does he have the burn to take it out? Possibly. I don't know. He already used 2 burst lightnings. Let's see what he's got here. Ral, crackling wit.
Save you once, then it's back to my coast. I thirst for information.
Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. He probably does. I probably should use that burn directly on that Jeskai guy. We'll see. Flow state. Loyalty counter. Boom. Got him. That's how you beat Jeskai Rev. And that's how you beat Jeskai Rev right there, folks. Oh my goodness, that was a good win. I'm happy with the way they did. Yeah, I'm very happy with Goblins. Again, very close to how I originally did them. Not very different. A few changes here and there. But overall, pretty much right on target. Pretty happy with where it came out. So, I like it. Good stuff.